Hello, gossiper. Sharona here. So I woke up to the news this morning that a Black Hawk helicopter collided with an American airline passenger plane, and I'm just in shock of how is that possible? How is that possible? Now, in the military, the Black Hawk airplanes, they're supposed to be well advanced, well equipped to know what's coming towards them, around them, however you want to put it. But to see that in this occasion it had no idea what was going on, they're even reporting that the what do you call them? The people who they reach out to, not the cockpit. That's where the pilots are. The the navigators, or I can't remember the word right now. Those people who have the oh shoot, see, I'm drawing a blank right here because I know exactly what I want to say. Those people who who tell the airlines that there's a plane coming in, or one is this side, that side, those people. Yes, even they were trying to reach out to the planes to let them know that you're going to collide, you're going to have an accident, and that was not heard. They could not hear it for some reason. I'm not sure. I'm just baffled that with technology, you're in a plane, you'll see flashing lights, stuff like that, so you know what's in front of you to collide. Now, they're not saying anything about any fogs or anything, but even with a fog, your plane, your aircraft, I would think, would be equipped to let you know that there's something in front of you, even if you can't get in touch with the people who see. I know, gossipers, tell me what I'm the word for the people, the navigators. I'm just gonna call them the navigators, just so we can move. But yes, at least 28 bodies have been pulled from the icy waters of the Potomac River, and the American jet line, it was carrying 60 passengers. Sorry, and in the helicopter, I think they said it was four airmen, and on the passenger jet, the passenger plane, I feel like I'm stumbling. I don't know why I'm stumbling. It's just, I'm just surprised. I'm just so shocked at this. It says the body of the plane was found upside down in three sections in deep water, waist deep water, and the wreckage of the helicopter was also found. On the plane, they're saying that they had US and Russian figure skaters who have not yet been identified. And they were approaching the Reagan National when it collided. So a military aircraft on, they were on a normal approach, and then the American Airlines, we don't know. And they're saying, the CEO of American Airlines, he's saying at this time, we don't know why the military aircraft came into the path of the American Airline passenger plane. And that's where I'm struggling to find out is with a Black Hawk helicopter. These are helicopters that are flown in war. And for you not to be equipped to know that there was another plane. I mean, wow. And they always say that the most scary thing about flying is when the plane takes off and when it's landing. And I usually say, why take off and landing? Usually when I'm a plane, because I'm terrified of flying. When I'm on a plane and I see the plane is getting ready to land, and you see land below and cars and everything, I'm getting happy because right there I'm like, thank God I made it through the flight. Now I'm gonna land, not knowing that that they're saying that is the most dangerous time for a plane is when they take off and when they're land. And here I am seeing, highways, cars, lands, and you're seeing the runway to the airport. And I'm like, thank you, God, I got there safely, but you just don't know. And it's just sad to wake up to hear this. And again, a Black Hawk helicopter. I mean, you had people on the plane when it was about to land. They're texting family members saying that I'm here, we're about to land. Oh my gosh. I don't know what this world is coming to. It's just very, 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 very sad. And as I said, it included a group of figure skaters, their coaches, their family. The Figure Skating Association are saying we are devastated by this unspeakable tragedy and hold the victims' families closer in our hearts. And again, 60 people on board, and it's 3 soldiers, they're saying, 3 soldiers. So 60 people on board American Airlines, including 4 crew members. And then so far only 28 bodies have been recovered. So we'll keep you posted on this tragedy. But again, I am still in disbelief. I'll see if I can show a quick news video on it and you could see it for yourself. But yes, they're saying that two coaches were identified by the Kremlin as Russian figure skaters Evgenia Shishkova and Vadim Namov. I'm sure I'm butchering those names. Yes, gossipers, what are your thoughts on this? It's heartbreaking. As always, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching and listening.
Well, first of all, since 9/11, so 20 some odd years ago, you pilots have not been allowed to fly over Washington, D.C. proper, right? You cannot fly over the White House, over the Capitol building, over the Lincoln Memorial. You have to come in. Essentially, you're shooting the runways by coming down, either up or down the Potomac River. And that requires that they have to make a turn, no matter which way they're coming. If they're coming from the north or if they're coming from the south, they kind of do a last-minute bank to hit their runway. Pilots have to be on their game to hit these runways. But I've talked to a lot of pilots who say they love coming into Reagan National because it does require some piloting skills, and that's what they love to do. But what's challenging here is that it literally sits across the river from a very busy heliport, a military heliport. There's a lot of activity coming and going with not only Marine One for the president, comes in and out of that helicopter base. We've also got Coast Guard operations up and down the river. There's diplomatic helicopter activity. There's also police helicopter activity. So this is a very busy corridor. And when you are in this area, you will notice you don't see any air traffic over Washington, D.C. if you're a tourist, but you get to the river and you'll start to see a lot of air traffic. And that's where the planes are coming in at the same time. So, to be working air traffic control here at Reagan National, you already have to be a good controller. You've got to be on your game. We've had some close calls here in recent years at Reagan National with planes getting too close to each other. And some of them have had to suddenly wave off at the last minute, abort a landing, if you will, abort a takeoff at the last minute. And we've had some issues where that was either a pilot error or air traffic control error. You've got to be on your game at this airport.